俺たちを除いてな。
So, Curse Clash is out. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I pretty much knew what this game was gonna be like the moment it was announced. For starters, anime arena fighting games don't exactly have a great track record, with only a few exceptions like Xenoverse 2, which I loved, and Naruto Ninja Storm, which I've never played, but I've only heard good things about. And then you have stuff like the My Hero games and Jump Force, so you know, it's pretty hit or miss with these kind of games. I guess Demon Slayer was fun though, not one I did like. So to begin with, I wasn't exactly excited for this game, but every trailer Bandai would release as promotion would just further cement this suspicion. The game looked super janky and unpolished. The combat didn't look like it flew well at all, and the character models just looked, bad. And before you say I'm hating, I did give this game the benefit of the doubt, and I bought it since, after all, everything I'd seen was technically before the game was finished. Granted, I refunded about an hour and 40 minutes in, but I'm here to tell you that basically everything I just said was spot on. First of all, and I don't know if this is a valid critique or not, but the lobby screen looks like a damn Blu-ray menu screen, and overall the UI is just horrendous. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is definitely a valid critique. Like, this game looks ugly as hell. And on top of that, the story mode is horrible. Like, it's basically a watered down version of season 1 of the anime that just gives you a slideshow for cutscenes that looks like it's ripped straight from a mobile gacha game. And honestly, it looks worse than a mobile gacha game. Like, look at this. Now look at this.
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
You see what I mean? You are significantly better off just watching the first season, or hell, for $60, you might as well buy the first 6 volumes of the manga and read that, since it's effectively the same experience as watching the cutscenes anyways. And the problems don't end there. The combat has some questionable mechanics that seem cool, but I don't really know how to feel about it. For example, if you're playing as some characters, your combos won't do any damage, but they'll build up your curse meter so you can use your curse technique, which will do damage to health. I think in concept, this is cool as hell, but in execution, it kinda just makes the game feel boring. Like, most of your curse technique moves are one-hit moves that, yeah, will do damage, but it goes back to you instantly building your bar again with combos. And this isn't true for every character. Some characters don't use this mechanic at all. This might make sense if every sorcerer had this mechanic, but people like Maki don't. So if you're trying to build a meter against a Maki, you're fighting a constant uphill battle just to be even with Maki. And yeah, like, I get technically the way the story goes, she doesn't have any cursed energy, so whatever, it makes sense, but still, stupid mechanic. Another problem I have is that a lot of these curse technique moves honestly just suck. And like, I get it, it's a fighting game, obviously every move can be goated, but bro, look at this Jogo technique. How the hell do you use this? It takes forever to come out, it makes you stand completely still, meaning it's insanely easy to block and even easier to hit while you're doing it. Probably an even better example is this cursed spirit that Geto can summon. How is this useful? Honestly, there's just a lot of wasted potential with this game, especially since the few things it does well I really like. The domain expansion ultimate on Mahito is insanely sick, since it doesn't just show you a domain expansion cutscene like Gojo's, but it lets you play inside of it. And Megumi is genuinely a fun character to play, with him being the only one I played that I could sort of figure out combos with, and his curse technique has a little bit of depth to it, so you can choose to summon a different Shikigami at certain points in the game. But overall, this combat is severely lacking in depth. Like, most of the combos would just be the starter, like you just press the same button 3 times and you do a cool animation, and then you use your curse technique and rinse and repeat. It really is not engaging at all, and it's super mindless, to be honest. And I get it, like, it's an arena fighting game, it's not really supposed to be crazy in depth like Street Fighter, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, Demon Slayer did it kind of okay. Like, it at least should be fun to play. It's kind of crazy to think that the same people who published this published Tekken 8 a month before this, an actually good fighting game filled with an insane amount of content on launch, and has an insanely fluid and engaging combat system. And yeah, I know Bandai didn't make both of the games, but it's still kind of ironic. Anyways, it's perfectly fine if you like these games. I get that people will enjoy it regardless just because of the IP.
Hell no, man.
But in my opinion, this game is definitely not worth $60 and probably never will be. So I say if you're really curious, just wait until it inevitably ends up on sale for $5 every week, or buy and play it for less than 2 hours so you can refund it, which, to be honest, is what I did, and I still saw a majority of the game. Granted, I didn't play any of the story mode. I did play a few matches against a friend, played some online games with him as well, and played around with just about every character on the roster, all in an hour and 40 minutes or so. So, like I said, if you're curious, I say go in with the intent to refund, and if you do end up liking it, you can always keep it, I guess. But yeah, that's all for this video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I was pretty sick basically all of January, so I couldn't really do a whole lot, and I'm getting used to a new work schedule. But thanks for watching this video. It is shorter than my others, but it's been a while, so I just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind, I guess. I know I'm kind of late to the cursed Clash hate train, but you know, it is what it is. It's been like 2 months since I've gotten out a video, so I apologize. And I'm still kind of feeling sick. Like, my tonsils got super swollen, so my voice still sounds kind of weird because they're still kind of swollen, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you for the support, and if you like the video, subscription is appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. What does this nigga do?
I hit the wrong fucking dude.